Radio check for Bjarni. Thank you. Okay, just got dropped off my pad. My partner is, I'll put this right here. My partner is getting dropped off of his pad in the same block. It's real close. And there's already a trail from his pad to my pad. And it's my first time here. Oh man, look how steep it is. I gotta go way down there. Oh man. Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's not super steep, but looks a lot flatter up there. Oh man. Okay, so I think this wood doesn't look very big. I mean, there's a few decent ones, right? That's probably a 4-footer. And I don't see anything else that big down there. It all looks pretty small. It's a huge ravine right here. Huge ravine. So, yeah, don't get close to that. So this is my gear. I got this new, put some flex tape on here because the hockey stick tape was kind of tearing off, and try something different. Then I got a cannon bar. Give that a shot. The thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my little saw. There's this little wood. I mean, look at all those little pieces down there. Right, little tiny stuff. And I gotta cut trail for a little bit. I probably what to do. I'll put my trail over there. Looks real good. Looks like it's real good going over there, and then instead of going through this mess. Sometimes you can make a nice walk log, but looks like a mess right now. I'm not gonna do that. I'll go over and around and then down. Oh, look at that. There, see that? Have you leaner there? They should have got that before they put the pad in. Huh? Yeah. Show you guys the pad. I didn't make it, someone else did. It's pretty nice. I like it. Big, wide, thick boards. That's pretty good. Yeah. Little hemlock stump there, another hemlock stump there. That would have been fun building this pad. All right. Okay, so right down near my bottom line here, I cut my trail from the pad, went up, got my gear, ribboned the trail as I went down, back up my saw, and nice big cedar there. It's a good one, 5-footer looks like. And there's the bottom line, the orange ribbon, but the line as it goes side hill goes down a bit. So actually I'm gonna be starting down there. I put my gear here because I'm not sure exactly, I haven't walked down there yet, so I'm not sure exactly the best spot to put my gear, so I'll put it way out of the way over here. But I also got to deal with this heavy leaner and snags. There's heavy leaner downhill, and I got a big rotten snag here. So I'll cut those two first, and then as I work my way over to the far low point, I'm going to be getting all these saplings, right? So I'm not wasting steps. So I'll cut saplings because I got to get them anyway. So get them as I'm going by. Then if I get all saplings, I can get I get better visibility, right? So I can see up and I can assess my quarter as I'm walking to the low point. So, you know, a couple things done at once kind of thing. So I will turn the camera back on when I get down over the low point. Okay, first tree, got my undercut out already. There's my gear over there. I actually had to hike down a little bit farther. Wasn't far enough down the closest to the low point, but here I am now. I'll get these ones here next, and then I'm gonna dump this one. This hemlock's not a very good one, but we'll get something out of it. Dump it right down. I'm gonna smash that little snag right there. Crap here. Okay, so somehow I turned it off. I don't know how I did it when I grabbed the camera. Well, that's a bummer. But yeah, so I knocked the top part of that snag down, the real mushy part. So I got a nice walk log out to it now, right? Yeah. And then this is heli, so they're only taking high grade stuff. Look at the rot in that butt. So I'll pull the bucket right on there, see if it comes out, see if there's good wood there, and then I'll take a log off of it. I'll look at my weight card. And then the reason like the bottom line's right down there, below those trees. The reason I took this one here first, because I need this opening. I need this opening right here. Now that I get an opening here, I could dump all these ones kind of right down on top of this one. And then I got a big natural opening right here. So those trees over there can come in right here. And then at some point, I got to take all these little saplings here on this little rocky outcrop here. Take all these saplings out, open it up more, and then all those trees over there will be coming right into here. And then there's the top line right there. Just a little finger over here, right? And then there's a big cedar right there. I'm not sure which way there's a leaning yet, but I'll be working that way the whole day, working up in that general direction. Okay, so I've changed my plan. This one's leaning heavy back this way. That one can go either way. This one here, also either way. Whoops, just to my saw. But it's gonna be way better to buck them, following them this way. So I gotta throw this one. I gotta go just past these branches here and get in between these two trees. If I go too close to this tree, the branches will get hung up. I don't think I'll have enough weight to go through them. I think it might actually. Yeah, because the time this tree hits these branches, it'll be going fast enough it could just power through them, but I still don't want to make the mistake and even get hung up in that tree, so I'll try and put it right there. That's the plan. And then the other two trees behind me will go in the same spot. Like, it's a lot easier bucking there. Well, it's doable there, but just easier this way. This one's leaning this way too, so yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Right on. Okay. On to the next one. Well, I'll buck that one, but then I'll turn the camera back on for that one. Okay, on to the next one. a little too low. So I change it to aim it a little higher up. Yeah, this is gonna be a wedger again. I can tell it's leaning back that way a bit. It's got a bit of a downhill lean too. That's why I want to aim it up a little high. It's naturally gonna wanna fall lower than where I'm aiming it because of the downhill lean. So compensate that for aiming up a little high. Put on this right here. Oh, this will be easy. Oh yeah, it was easy. Yeah, I went a lot lower. Even when I adjusted my aim, it still went real low. I brushed that one really hard, eh? Like I was aiming it right for here, and the lower lean really pulled it down. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, really pulled it down. So that worked out all right. Nice easy spot to bucket. Okay, I won't turn the camera back on until I get something interesting. So this filming takes up a bit of time. I don't want to spend too much time. Should be getting some stuff done. So if you guys are interested in the sweater I'm wearing, they're for sale. You can get them at bullbuckerapparel.com. I'll put a link in the description. I'm gonna take this thing off, I'm cooking. And I'm wearing Long Johns too. So it was a mistake. It's nice and sunny over there across the channel. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, I figure I get this one here. It's cut up already, that one's cut up already. I made that stump a little higher because like the bottom is a little bit of rot and there's cat face on the other side, so I wanted to get rid of some solid wood. And this one is leaning back this way towards me pretty hard, and I thought I could, well, I wanted to check to see if I could fall this one first and then fall this one back the other way, but there's no way I'm gonna get this tree past those limbs and get it in delay. So I'm gonna push this one. Yeah, that's the plan. And it'll be better to buck that way too, because behind me there's a bottom line right there. Well, it wouldn't have been too bad. It wouldn't have been too bad actually. But yeah, I can't fall this one this way before that one because I guess the branch was in the way, right? So I didn't cut this little one up. It doesn't look like a slim tide with this one at all or anything. And once I get these two down, then I get the little one. We got an extra wedge. My bag's just right there. Huh. Well, let's cut this one. There we go. That didn't really go as planned. It's a bummer. You see I cut the middle out. I still got lots of holding wood. Huh. Wonder why I went downhill like that. Could have been that the tops were limb tied and they didn't want to, the trees didn't want to slide against each other, you know? They didn't want to, yeah, anyway. So then it pivoted and it went that way. That's okay, I can still bucket there, it's fine. But I wanted it right there. Yeah. And so, that one, I'll get that little one there. And then I'm gonna get a bunch of these saplings here. Let me clean the lens. Where is it? I don't think that helps. Get all these saplings here. And then, yeah, I'll wedge that one if I need to this way, that one and that one all this way. I'll get a bunch of more saplings. Looks like I got a couple good ones over there. I got the saplings in there, little ones in there, and I'll be way up there in no time. Yeah, this will go quick. Yeah. Okay, here's a nice cedar. I don't know, probably 4 feet in the butt. I'm gonna drop her right above the sapling here. Oh, so I'm gonna aim right there. I'm gonna roll down to there. See, there's no stumps down there to hold it up, so it's gonna roll right down to there. And you can see I decided to use my big saw instead of my little one. I changed my mind again. Okay, that's quick. Oh, tripod's in the way. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. You can hear there's a couple guys side hill of me in another block. This is all heli. All this work here. Oh, here. Okay. Oh, ran too soon. Okay, well. Get my footing here. I have to double it up. Almost. You don't have to hit it that hard. Watch how far each wedge goes in. Not even hitting it hard. Just about to go over. Yeah, it's going. Oh yeah, I did go below that sapling. It's all right. Look at that, nice holding wood all the way across. Oh yeah, nice. Those stumps there held it up. Nice and level, right? Nice and horizontal. Yeah, real nice and easy to buck. Right on. And this here, it's got a big kink in there, right there. And it's going that way. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this guy here with the orange ribbon on it. Get him out. Get that guy with the orange ribbon on it. And that one with the orange ribbon on it. So those 3 hemlocks, I'll follow them out this way. And I'll have a nice hole to put this one right where that tree is. Yeah. Right where that tree is right there. I'll dump this one right into there. And then this big one can come back this way. But before I get that big one, I'll just get some saplings. Because you want the saplings on the bottom, right? Because if you get all the saplings and non-merch garbage wood on top, then the helicopter might not be able to lift up the log. As if the log is at max weight and they got a bunch of garbage on it, then it won't be able to lift the log. Then guys have to come back in, spend time and money to buck all the garbage off. So you want all that in the bottom and all the good wood on top. I mean, it doesn't always go as planned, and sometimes you have a little bit, but if you do have like a big piece of garbage on top of some good wood, then you just buck it off. Yeah, see, I got all saplings here. There's a couple hemlocks over there, and then that corner's done. And then the line comes side hill, and then right there, it shoots straight up. And there's a big blow down here I have to get. And then, yeah, I'll work that way. The canna bar is doing all right. I mean, I've only got a couple tanks on it, but yeah, seems to work good so far. Well, we got to stand down. There's one guy left there. He's got to finish a tree he's got cut up. Sending a guy to the hospital. Not a father, but someone else. I don't know any of the details. Forgot I had a tea bag in here. Yeah. So I'm gonna wait till the chopper gets back from the hospital. Probably it right now. I hear it in the background, flying by. I'll find out tonight. I don't know. I'll find out how bad it is, but yeah. Let's see how it goes out in the bush. When you're working with Mother Nature, it's pretty unpredictable at times. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I didn't even get to finish bucking that thing, so I'll buck it after. I'm gonna fire up again. And can't remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something. Some of the comments, some other videos, I had that one video where I was brushing off all the duff and debris around the tree, and you guys all thought I was cutting into dirt and rock. It wasn't. It was just organic, rotten material. It's, you know, like leaves and branches of stuff that's fallen down and accumulates and it rots. So it wasn't dirt. And yeah, I guess I could go over my gear. I do have a video called Belt and Axe that goes over my setup. But I use a Kenwood radio. I don't know what model it is. Yeah, Kenwood radio. I got fanner pants, bucking pants, and I got knee pads in here. And I love them. And they're nice and stretchy. And I got Hoffman boots. They're actually, to my understanding, they're Mendel boots, but Mendel doesn't put corks on them. You got to buy them from Hoffman's, and Hoffman puts corks on them. And they say to buy a half size larger. I recommend buying a one full size larger boot size. And I made the belt myself, except the wedge pouch. I modified it. It's a fire extinguisher. There's my Husky tape. Oh, I didn't make this belt. Yeah, this is one of the rare or few ones that I haven't made. But usually I make my own. And they got 2 of these things. And my wedges are the 12-inch wedges. 28-inch handle axe. And I put hockey stick tape on here. And I weld a little loop on there for my belt. You've seen them before on other videos. So there's the setup. 3.5 pounder. I think this is a 3.5 pound, 4 pound axe. I think it's a 4 pound. It's a little bit heavier. And then my saw. It's a 390. Got the big dogs on there, modified muffler. Yeah. Oh, and then I just put, well, I think I already said it. I just put flex tape on here, and I like it. So far, I like it. And I got, you know, wetsuit material, like that neoprene. I got a cheap wetsuit from Canadian Tire, and I cut it up in strips, wrapped it around the handlebars, and I glued it. And then after, I put hockey stick tape on there, but the hockey stick tape frays. So I wrapped it with that flex tape. And yeah, it's nice and quiet now. Should go penning. Oh, someone's still cutting. Yeah, and another question I get asked, or people can kind of complain about or wonder, is me cutting all the saplings. And we're actually required to. I think it's a law. To my understanding, it's a law. I think we're legally required to. Yeah, I think it's kind of ridiculous sometimes. It's a waste of time. It's kind of practical and conventional when you got to hook chuck everything. Oh, someone's complaining. Something's going down. Yeah, the saplings get in the way when you're hoe chucking, but in the heli, they can get in the way for visibility because all these logs, someone comes in after we're done falling and bucking everything and marks them with these big square pieces of paper that are colored, and they hammer staple them. And the different colors mean different things to the pilots, the helicopter pilots, so that pick up the logs. And if there's too many saplings, you just can't see anything. And they can be dangerous to us, right? Because if I fall a big tree and it steamrolls over a whole bunch of saplings, and then I go to buck something and I don't see this sapling that's bent right over, right under a tremendous amount of pressure, and I accidentally cut it, it's gonna fling back and, you know, same in the hospital. So it can be very dangerous. Trying to think of any other comments. People keep asking. The orange boots that I use, they are Viking brand boots. Super comfy. They're my favorite, except they get too hot real easy. Like my feet cook real easy. So I only wear them in the winter and really wet days. So I got my hopping boots on right now. Yeah. Okay, so here's my bucking card. I have the butt diameter, the length, and the top diameter. So based on the diameter of the butt, the card says I can do a certain length. Like for example, for the spruce, 85 centimeters is a 10-4 with a 75 top. But if I have an 85 butt and I get to a 10-4 and it's smaller than a 75, then I can push the length longer, right? Because then that means it's lighter than what it says in the card. So I could push it to a longer length. But a lot of times you might want to measure the whole log. And because if you take that extra length, then the second piece of log or the third piece, you might not have a lot of options to get a prime length. So yeah, so you might want to measure the whole log first. And then of course on top of it's in my bag, the regular bucking card talks about like knot sizes, spacing of knots, how much rot in the tree that is acceptable for a certain size, and slab pieces. And for cedar, they're taking everything. We're so much, they're just taking everything. Yeah, sun's coming out. It's nice. Starting to cool down though. I'm all sweaty. Good thing I got my sweater. I brought a new one in. I got so many. So yeah, bullbuckerapparel.com. And I got high-vis coats there too. I brought one into camp, but I mean, where I am here on the coast, on the west coast Canada, right in the coast here, it doesn't really get that cold. I get so hot in that coat, so I haven't really been wearing it in front of the camera. But they're for sale too. Oh yeah, and this area gets replanted. Everything that we cut gets replanted, so it's law that has to be done. And I don't wear gloves because I never used to wear gloves, and I prefer not to. It's just a personal preference. I do wear gloves in the winter until I warm up. Like when we first hike off the road, or land on the pad, and then I get to start working, and then I'll just work until I get too hot, and then I take my gloves off. A lot of guys wear gloves, but I don't. So yeah. Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about the sweater real quick. You see that 2 pockets. It's a wool and nylon blend, because if it was 100% wool, it'd be ridiculously expensive for me to buy too, and then to sell them. And then it would shrink, right? The part nylon means it won't shrink as much. And I mean, it's still itchy and it still keeps the heat really well. And then the back drops a little bit, so when you bend over, you don't show your butt crack. That's it. All there is to it. Just a simple sweater. Yeah. Well, still waiting. So I'm gonna. No, it's not very much. Take a bunch up here. I'm not gonna go down to that creek and that draw down there, because that draw is like almost vertical to get down in the creek. Really steep. And there's no chopper here, so if I get hurt, not good. Get my prospecting fix in. I'm always checking, like as we blow down and the roots are all sticking up and then you see exposed ground underneath, I'm always checking the bedrock. And any outcrops that I see, I'm always checking for quartz veins or, you know, gossans or that sort of stuff. Any indicator of good mineralization. I mean, I'm no expert, I'm just an amateur. But I'm out here in the middle of nowhere where no one else has been before. I mean, engineers, like forestry engineers I hear, but I doubt what they would be looking. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of some more here first. Yeah, there's a little bit of black sands in there. Okay. Oh, kind of hard to do it when I'm looking through the camera. Turn this way. Get that chunk of wood out of there. Go on. Nothing yet. Come on. Let me just look away here. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Well, maybe as I work up the hill, the pad's just up there. So as I work above the pad, you know, a couple days or a week, because so sand line goes up, but it actually goes up a little bit, and then it goes back on an angle, shoots up an angle that way. So the face is going to get wider, the block gets wider, but so probably, you know, 3 or 4 days or something, I'll be above the pad. Well, 2 days I'll be level with the pad, but then, and then as I keep going up, my face gets longer, so I'll be moving up this hill slower and slower as my face gets longer. But hopefully, eventually, way up above the pad, it'd be easier to reach that big creek right there. And then I can pan that. Yeah. You know, if we're fogged out or something, we're waiting for fog to lift, I can quickly go over there and get a pan or two in. Yeah. I guess I'll have a second lunch while I'm waiting. Yeah, if we had to, if we got fogged in and the chopper couldn't pick us up because it's too foggy, we just hike down to the ocean down there and get a boat to pick us up. Be a long day, but at least we get back to camp. Wouldn't spend the night out here. Yeah. Okay, so we're back to work, and I'm working on this one now. And I'm gonna lay it below that one. That was the last one I fell before we had to shut down for a while. So I'm gonna try and lay it in right there. So it's got quite a bit of limbs, a low side on that side, slight lean that way and down. So I'm probably gonna have to wedge it. But I'm angling it slightly down the hill, so wedging it won't be as bad. I don't think it'll be too bad to wedge. Back with this. My lines or cuts didn't line up very good the first time around. Oh well, can't always be perfect first time. Actually, I gotta fix that frying a little bit. Yeah, I'll do that and then I'll start the back cut here. pretty easy. Right on. Perfect. I thought it was gonna land right on that stump and break, but sure enough, gravity pulled it down like I figured. Laid up perfectly. Well, I got nice holding wood all the way across. Cut it a little bit in the middle. I figured I did, because once I cut in here a little bit, then I just dog right in, and it doesn't matter if you cut the middle out. As long as you can hold the wood in the far side there. Nice and solid piece. Nice high grade piece of wood there. Nice. Easy to back. Yeah. But first, I'm gonna get the snag here. Now that it's clear, but try and swing it down into straight down the hill there. Get that one, then I'll go buck that big cedar. Won't move after I buck it probably, but put it over here. At least you can see what I'm doing. First thing I'll do is I measure the butt. Usually do it on the stump, but with this flare, I'm gonna go a couple feet up the log there and measure. Probably measure and limb, and then I'll buck. $125, I think the 6.3. $126.3. See what the top is like. On the top. Yeah, it'll make a 6.3. Yeah. Oh, so according to the card, the next log will be a 10.7 meters. Well, first aid cap, and I broke my tripod. Oh man, I got one spare to last me the whole shift now. So I better be careful. But I bucked it. It just wiggled a little bit. I shouldn't have put it on there. Oh well, my mistake. So, no more big ones for the rest of the day. A bunch of little stuff. So, that's probably it for today. Sun's coming out again. It's nice. Yeah. Well, here we are, end of the first day in camp. Starting to get some rain now. And I'm just right down there. So I worked that corner down there. Finished my last tree right over there. Got a couple little ones right here. Try and bring, I got that. I think there's a balsam, that one there. Yeah, it's a balsam. And then this yellow is kind of garbage right on the edge of the ledge there. So I'll try and swing it into here in the morning. And then I got a piece of crap cedar there. There's still some good wood in there, but it's going to be kind of nasty to try and fall. Then I got a bunch of little stuff here. And then I'm going to be opening up again along the bottom line up that way. Right, opening up all along up there. So I'll be spending the rest of the day going that way. Yeah. So hopefully that guy is, actually I heard on the radio, I think he's coming back from the hospital. I think he's coming back, so it wasn't serious. Or someone stayed behind, like the first aid guy or something, I don't know. And then he's coming back. So, yeah, it's windy and the rain's kind of coming in at an angle. Yeah, it sure is nice out here. The wind is cold. You can see there's a bit of a breeze now, eh? A bit of a breeze. That is, you can hear the chopper coming up the channel there. Way over there, he's coming up to pick up another crew and we're next. So I probably came up here a little early. But it's my first day, so, and I'm fifth trip, so it's kind of tough sometimes to judge when to start hiking up. And better be a little early than a little late. Yeah, okay. So that'll be it for this video. Remember bullbuckerapparel.com. I seen one guy in the comments saying Wood Boss. I thought that was kind of cool. Maybe I'll see if woodboss.com is available. That sounds better. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if we can see the chopper. Where is he? There he is.